What's up, everyone? This is part one of a multi-part video involving a children's performance that I'm going to be doing very soon, actually 2 days from now. And I just want to give you a quick look inside of my close-up case here, which I've reformatted for the children's show. I've done children's shows before, and actually at the same place. It's a toy store, and they're doing it for Christmas. Or a couple days before Christmas, but a little holiday magic show. So without further ado, let's open her up. And I thought I'd show you guys some of the performances, which will be in upcoming parts of this video, as well as an in-depth look on what I've been doing to prepare. I guess we'll start at the top. The first thing is a magic coloring book, as you can see here. I suggest every children's magician get one of these. Fantastic, fantastic magic, great for kids, and I've always loved it. Next thing in here, we have a this jumbo wand. You blow it up, really easy to blow up, and you can let the child keep it as a souvenir, and it's pretty fun to play around with. So I got that, and one last thing, a big playing card, just to do a reveal at some point if I want to. Don't have a specific trick for that, but it's always nice to have. All right, going right along. Right here we have, okay, this wand is completely unnecessary. I'm just taking everything else. So some scissors. This is for cutting rope. Right here we have a card box, but inside are a bunch of little baby sponge balls for a sponge ball routine. Down here I have some balloons for pressure, which is a really fun kids trick. You keep blowing it up and then letting it fly away. It's a lot of laughs. So let's throw all this back in there. And next up we have some tissue paper and some hat tears, which are pretty fun. Hat tears, you rip them up, and you can kind of rip them up in this way where you open up this thing that's inside, the secret little compartment, which will make a princess hat of sorts. Which is pretty fun to play with. So I do a do as I do routine with the spectator and the tissue. Okay, moving right down here, we have the wand, as you've seen, as well as a Sharpie, which is I don't normally do kids trick, but there's a little adult stuff mixed in here in case some adults want to see some tricks afterwards. But so yeah, that's what the Sharpie's for. Over here we have some elastic bands. These are like braces, rubber bands, and I'll get to why we actually need these in a minute. Some more adult stuff, some packet tricks over here, and yeah, more adult stuff. Okay, let's go down into this compartment right here. First of all, we have some ropes for Professor's Nightmare, as well as some Richard Sanders fiber optics, which is kind of a little thing off that, and this works for adults and kids. Ropes are pretty universal, I find. I have my wallet here, which I have some tricks inside. This is Jay Sankey's, I forget which, he has this case, I don't know. Has some other cool stuff, again, mostly adult stuff. 2 decks of cards, normal decks, and let's get to some more kid stuff. Over here, I have some mouth coils. And these actually go along with that do as I do routine that I was talking about. We have a thumb tip and a little silk. And we have this thing. Okay. Watch, we have a little silk, right? Just like that. Magic. I got this in Thailand, and I thought it was pretty cool. So there you go. Moving along, we have sponge balls, classic sponge ball effect. This bag is actually a brown paper bag, which I've put duct tape around, and I do some more rope tricks, cut and restored rope, as well as an unending rope routine, which is all good for children. That's all inside there. I think that's everything, except for this right here. This is a couple different things. The first is an effect called Uncanny Hanks, which uses a green, a red, and a yellow silk. And this thing, basically they're all tied onto a ribbon, and each of them fall off as I command, but it goes a little wrong, and it's usually pretty funny. then this whole tube, I use the same 3 silks. It's a little bit of a routine, and I forget what this effect is called, but basically you put the 3 silks in, blow them out, and nothing happens a couple times. There's some comedy there, and eventually they're all tied together once you blow them out, which is pretty magical, and it's a pretty simple effect. You just have these little braces, rubber bands that I was talking about before, around the rim here, and then as you put each silk in, you slide off one of those, and it ties the two together, kind of, or holds them together. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Look out for those upcoming videos. They'll have some performances, some of the clips from the different parts of the children's performance, and that is all. So again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this. And at the end of the video, I'll have links to the review for the Tony Clark close-up case, as well as a link to a holiday contest that is currently going on my channel where you can win some Brown Wins, as well as some Monarchs and some other really cool decks of cards. So you should make sure you check that out. And otherwise, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.